Are you intelligent? And right now, as you watch this, your brain is running a prediction machine, and you're not seeing the world, you're seeing the brain's best guess of it. And that idea that your mind is something that arises rather than something that simply exists is the central argument of this book, The Emergent Mind. I read it, I have thoughts, and today I'm going to tell you exactly whether this book delivers on that promise. And the people who endorsed this book, Geoffrey Hinton, a Nobel laureate, called it excellent. So the bar this book sets for itself is high. The book is built on one idea, emergence. Take something simple, repeat it billion times with fewer rules, and something completely new happens, which we could have never predicted. One ant is dumb. It just follows a chemical smell. That is literally all it does. But 10,000 ants, they solve one of the hardest problems in mathematics without a single ant knowing it. A water molecule knows nothing of rivers. It just moves. A trillion molecules later, something you can sail a boat on. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Now, let's apply that to a brain. 86 billion neurons, each one just a cell. It fires or it doesn't. And no single neuron thinks it feels or it loves anyone. But together as a whole, flowing and interacting, they become something else entirely. So the whole book is about the mind is not a thing, it's a process. Okay, three things here this book does genuinely brilliant. One, it humanizes AI without threatening humans. Most of the AI book screams at you saying either we're all gonna die to the missions or relax, it's just a calculator. But this book does neither. So humans aren't reduced to missions and missions are being elevated something mind like. And that's a different story, and it's a more honest one. And two, distributed representations explain better than any textbook ever read. Your brain doesn't store dog in just one neuron. It stores it as a pattern spread across thousands simultaneously. And once you get that, you suddenly understand why this AI is brilliant at some things and weirdly broken at others. And three, no hype, no doom, just insight. And in 2026, that restraint is genuinely rare and genuinely valuable. Now, here is where I stop being polite because a great book deserves real critic and not just applause. Gap 1, consciousness is the elephant in the room. The book explains beautifully how cognition emerges thinking, learning, pattern recognition. But consciousness, the feeling of being you, the experience of seeing red, feeling a heartbreak, and what philosophers call qualia, the book basically sidesteps it. One is computation, the other is experience. And for a book about how mind arises, skipping the hardest question about mind is a significant omission for me. If mind emerges from the networks, what about the artificial ones? GPT-4 learns, it predicts, it generates, and the book raises this and just moves on. Both learn, but only one feels, and that's not a small gap. The Emergent Mind. Read it if you want to genuinely understand how AI and human minds connect. The metaphors alone are totally worth it. But here is a question this book left me with it. If your mind is just patterns of activations across the neurons and AI is patterns of activations across the silicon, then what exactly makes us and AI different? So let me know it in the class. And I think I know the answer.